Hey everybody, my name is Saad. Last month I've made $100,000 selling sales systems purely built in Make.com. If this is your first time watching this channel, happy to have you here. We are currently in day 5 in our 7-day sales system building series. Every day for 7 days, we build a sales system live. You'll see me in real time show you how to build these systems in Make.com, get leads, enrich them, generate a highly personalized email using AI, the same way I do now at my own agency. So if you stick with me by the end of this video, you'll be equipped by the tools and knowledge to be able to do the same. I'm also going to include the free blueprints in the description, so go ahead, repurpose it, resell it, do whatever the hell you want. So if that's something you guys want to do yourself, stay tuned and let's get into it. So yesterday we targeted, I believe it was SaaS. So right now we have 1, 2, 3. So 3 industries left. I think we're day 4 or 5. I don't remember. Okay, so, which one? Healthcare providers, doctors, and dentists. And then we're going to have to connect them with insurance companies. Okay, so that's perfect. So the first thing I will be doing is just thinking about this. Which one I'll be targeting? I'll be targeting insurance companies, right? With my goal to connect them with healthcare providers such as doctors, dentists. All right, that's awesome. So which data source are we going to be using? Thinking about we're going to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Yeah, Sales Nav. We're going to use it. And then it's probably going to be probably a Phantom Buster type flow or a Epify type flow. So I don't think I showed you guys an Epify scraper, like a LinkedIn Sales Navigator scraper in Epify. So this is what I'm going to do in this video. All right. So I'm going to go to store. I'm going to look for it. So it's going to be a LinkedIn Sales Nav. And I think it's by this guy, Curious Coder. Yeah, it requires a session cookie and a search URL. Okay. So I'm just going to log in to my LinkedIn Sales Navigator account. So let me go ahead and do that. And the way you do that is you go to your LinkedIn. It says my LinkedIn. Make sure you send me a connect, guys. I'll accept it and follow you back. So you would click on this button right here. I think it's here, LinkedIn Sales Nav. Yeah, you would click on Get Leads. And you would just sign up. Now I don't have it. I'm just going to go ahead and reactivate this. Okay, so once you sign in or sign up, you're going to have this dashboard right here, which is Sales Navigator. And then all you have to do, for example, I'm just going to put in something. I'm just going to type in a word so I can get into this search, right? Now, all you have to do, guys, is look at this dashboard. And then we're just going to go ahead and start building this list. So we're targeting insurance companies. So I'm just going to go to industry. I'm going to look for insurance. So insurance, I'm going to go to insurance. And then I'm already at what? 7 million results. That's nice. So I'm going to go to probably post it on LinkedIn. Posted on LinkedIn just mean they recently posted on LinkedIn. So they are more active on LinkedIn. For the current job title, I'm going to go for decision makers such as founder. And I'm going to also go for co-founder. And I'm already at what? 3.5K results. And then I'm also going to go to geography. I'm just going to choose United States. Fun fact, guys. Warren Buffett, which is a billionaire, talks about insurance and how it's a stupid industry to make money. So I would highly recommend you guys target this industry if you guys looking to start your sales agency or whatnot, or want to build these systems for insurance companies, right? So I'm at 1K results. I want to have 2.5K results, right? And I'm going to explain to you why. So founder, co-founder, I'm also going to add in partner. So I'm at 1K. I'm also going to add in owner. I'm also going to add CEO. So 2.5K result. So this is what you should be doing, guys, now. You would essentially take this 2.5K results, the URL, you would copy it, and you will go to search URL or lead list URL. You would paste that in here. And in terms of records required, you would leave that empty if you want to scrape 2,500. And for your LinkedIn cookie, I'm going to go to edit this cookie, copy the LinkedIn cookie, go back, and then I'm just going to paste that in here. So this is my LinkedIn cookie, right? And then for the proxy, it's always going to be residential. Maximum wait duration, I'll just leave everything as it is. For the run option, I would click on no timeout. Okay? Now, I don't want to scrape 2,500 just because I already scraped like 2,000 earlier today. So I will risk my accounts getting banned. So my general recommendation is never go over 2,500 leads per day per LinkedIn account, just because you're going to get banned if you do. And if you get banned, nothing is going to happen. So don't be afraid. They're going to reinstate your account in like a few hours. But even then, don't risk it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this out. I'm just going to get like 100. So change jobs. Click on change jobs. I only had like 153. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to change this URL by this URL right here. And then for the total of numbers required, I'm just going to leave that empty. And I'm going to click on rent actor. Oh, so I need another account. Okay, so I need another account on Apify. Let me look for another one. I think it's this one. Let me check this one. Advanced LinkedIn job scraper. No, not this one. Okay, awesome. So I'm just going to go to store. We're going to do the same. So it's LinkedIn Sales Nav. Make sure you check out Apify, guys. Like it has like a lot of good scrapers. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think I can rent this now. Okay, I can rent this. So you get 1 day, which is more than enough. I'm just going to copy my URL again. I move this and then go back to my Apify. But this here, in terms of residential, everything is good, I guess, right? Yeah, and I'm going to re-copy my cookie. I'm going to go here, copy and paste the LinkedIn cookie right here. And I think that's pretty much it. Run option, no timeout. In terms of scrape companies, it's a little bit slower. So it's definitely slower than the normal. So scrape will visit each profile company to search results and extract more information. Now, it's going to be a little bit more slower, so just keep that in mind. Now, we don't need to do this. I'm just going to keep on save and start. I think we're going to get enough data to be able to do cool shit with it later. And so we're just going to wait a little bit. And I think it's not going to take that much time. Probably like 5 minutes or so. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lay the foundation in Make.com. So the platform we're going to be using is obviously going to be Make, guys. And by the way, we just built a system here in my process, my company, which is called Growth. And it's one of the most powerful systems that I think we've ever built. And I think this is the system that we're going to be using along with other systems to scale past 100K. And it's called Growth V1. And it's basically I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm going to leave it for the next few videos, okay? Just kind of like tease you guys now. I was thinking I was going to show it on YouTube. Should I show it or not? But when I really, really thought about it harder, I was like, yeah, I'm going to show it. Like, why not? Like, it's just a Make.com system. Like, go ahead and make some money. But yeah, until we finish the 7-day Artemis campaign series, and then I'm going to show you guys this. So, first things first, I'm the realist. So many lame jokes today. So I'm going to go to click on this plus button, and then I'm just going to look for, so it's probably going to be a dataset ID system. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, guys. Instead of adding this to a Google Sheet, I can essentially just take in the dataset ID, which is basically the storage of the scrapers. I'm just going to take in this data, right? And then I'm just going to take that data and then retrieve it using the dataset ID, which is this one right here. So if you go to storage, you'll be able to basically access that data instead of just adding this to a Google Sheet and just make it a little bit more manual. Now we want the system to be streamlined and automatic. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Apify and look for get dataset items. And then I'll click on add. So the way you set up your connection by clicking on add button and go to your settings, go to API integration, and then go to copy this default API key and then paste that in here. And then I'm just going to name this LinkedIn day 5. And I'm going to save this. So once you click save, you're going to see it here. And the dataset ID is where you hard code your dataset ID. I'm going to go back to my runs. Let's go back. And it's 100 results. So this is the dataset ID. We're just going to wait until this finishes. Click on dataset ID, right? And this is what you do, guys. You will basically click on limit, this limit field. If you leave that empty, you'll be able to retrieve all the leads that you have. Think about it. When you run the system end to end, it's going to be like 2,500 leads here or like 3,000 leads here. And it's going to be like 3,000 bundles. And if I click on if I put 1, I can just retrieve just 1 data. Now, my general recommendation, whenever you build these systems, start by 1 or 2 limits, 1 or 2 records, just to kind of like test the system, see how the flow is going to be, if there's any errors, and then you can just run the entire thing. The second reason is because it's going to like piss off a lot of like a shit ton of operations in Make, and we don't want to do that, right? We just want to work with a little bit of data, validate the system, and then we can scale after that. So click on save. And then if I go back, I think the system is going to finish in like a second. So output, which is awesome. We have the company name, company location, company industry. Okay, we can do some cool shit with this, guys. So 150 results. I think that's pretty much it. So we'll wait a little bit. 153. I think it's 100 and what? 153. So it's gonna start. This is gonna stop in like a second now. I think it's pretty much it. There you go. Are we scraping more? Not really sure. Okay. So let's wait for this to finish. So if we click on preview, we're gonna see the data here. So all of this is gold, essentially, right? So I'm just gonna abort. It's because that's all I want, 153. I'm just going to copy this. So it's here already. Click save, and I'm going to click on run once. So now I can retrieve the data. So there you go. Company industry, insurance, company location, company name, job title, the person, the location, the profile URL, even the profile URL. So the first name, last name, and that's pretty much it. I think we already have this. Let me check this. Profile URL. We even get the profile URL. Okay, awesome. So now what we're going to do is basically use this data to find the email address. If you notice, there's no email address. I just have the first name, last name, company name, industry. Now we're going to start enriching our data. And the platform we're going to be using to find the email of this person right here, this fella right here, is called AnyMail Finder. So search for AnyMail Finder, right? Search for a person's email, and AnyMail Finder is the platform right here. So you're going to sign up, go to your app, go to your API, copy your API key, go back, click on add, paste in your API key just the same way we did with Apify, and name this LinkedIn day 5. Click save. And now what we're going to do is we're going to search by, since we don't have the company domain, we're just going to click on company name. The company name is, we already have it here, which is company name. And the full name is this fella right here. It's called first name and last name. First, last. And then click on save. Now let's just try and see if AnyMail Finder is going to find an email. So success equals true. So that means we found the email. So the results, fully okay, so we couldn't find it. Okay, so let's just look for this. I think this email is going to be maybe like a bounced email. Let's see. So now I think we're going to find it. Oh yeah, we found this. So validation is called valid. If I try this in their platform here, click on search, and I think it's this guy here, this fella. Wait, let me go back to API. I can see the results here. No, okay, I'm gonna go to search. I'm just gonna copy the person's name, remove this, and remove this. Put the full name, and then the domain, since I don't have the domain actually. Or company, okay, I can put the company name. So company name is this, insurance. So click on search. So we found that person, which is weird. Let me click on use only verified, click save. And then let's look for this. Okay, we found the email. Awesome, perfect. So now, since we found the email, what is the next step? We want to clean up the company names, right? Because most of the companies that we're going to have, guys, are going to have linked, like LLC, LTD. Let's say, for example, my company is called MayaProcess. Like when someone scrapes the data off internet, they're going to see MayaProcess.inc, right? So we want to clean that company name to MayaProcess. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to add an OpenAI module, which is create a completion. And then I'm going to go to my 7-figure prompts that I shared with you guys, which is completely free. This is exactly what I'm using now in my own agency. And it's going to be updated for you guys whenever I change this. So I'm going to choose the model, which is GPT-4o. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose probably just 750. Don't need that many tokens. And I'm going to go to add message, go to role, click on user. And the text content is normalize the company name. So the company name that I have here is basically this company name. Might be reflected in the company's domain. The company's domain is the domain name that we have here. Now we don't have the domain. We're just going to use a split formula that basically splits the email based on an at. And then we're going to get the second one. So get the second one. And then we're going to move all that. So the goal is to identify this standout part of the name, typically the first name. Provide only the normalized results. So for the add message, I'm going to click on user. I'm going to add the last, which is the data, which is company name. You can put in the company name here or the company name here is the same. And click on save. Click run once. So nomads. Awesome. So nomads insurance, it's nomads, right? MayaProcess lead gen, MayaProcess sales system, MayaProcess. So I'm just going to name this clean company name. Click on save this. And then the next step is basically, I'm going to show you guys one of the ways that you can get recent achievements of the company name. Now, I'm going to click on this plus button. Right? And I'm going to look for this platform called Exa. And I'm going to click on performance search. Now, usually, guys, I'm going to unlink this. I'm going to explain to you my thought process whenever I do this. Whenever you want to scrape a website, let's say the usual way to scrape a website using Make, you're going to look for HTTP, make a request, and you're going to typically need another text parser, which is an HTML to text, just because when you scrape a website, you're going to get the HTML of that website. You're going to use this text parser to strip off that HTML and just get the text and then feed it to AI to retrieve the case study. Now, this is very expensive. And it takes a shit ton of operations in Make. Sometimes the website is not going to be working. Sometimes you're going to get errors. So what we're doing is just using a platform that actually just does this the entire thing for us. So for example, I'm just going to go in for URL and I'm just going to paste in my website, MayaProcess.com and click save. This is the one that I'm actually using now at my agency. And we stopped scraping using HTTP. So I'm going to put in save. And if I run this, guys, run this module only, I'm going to get data, which is a long string. Now I cannot feed this into AI. It's a long string. I'm going to get errors. It's probably going to give me 1,000,001 token. And I'm going to be broke in like a week. So now I'm going to go and run once, run away. And then now I still have the text, like much better as you guys can see, but still there's a lot of bullshit here. Imagine we have a website and there's like a 10,000 character here. Like again, still very expensive. So now let's remove this and let's just use AXA. I'm going to delete this. And then I'm going to go to this button right here, add this bad boy here. Search query is going to be HTTPS bioprocess. Result type, you can basically choose whatever you want. For the numbers of results, I'm just going to put 1. And then I'm just going to click on include content and response. And I can basically choose whatever I want. I can check company, news, PDF, tweets, movies, personal sites. But I'm going to click on company. And I'm going to show you guys how it is, basically. I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to click on run once. And there you go. I have the title, bioprocess, the title here, the URL, the text. Look at this. So the text is way better, just the text. I can still feed this to AI and not have any errors. Or I can just go ahead, click on highlights, and I have all the highlights of that website, basically the highlight of that page. So there you go, guys. There's a free gem for you. No gatekeeping here. So put this here, AutoAlign, save. Now, the way you set up your connection, you're going to go to axa.ai and go to API dashboard. So it's called a search engine for AI. Go to API keys. Basically, you're going to create your API key. Create key. I'm just going to name this. And you're just going to copy it by clicking on add and add in everything here, just like we did with API and any mail finder. Okay, so now I'm just going to put in the search query the website URL, which is the email using the split function that we discussed earlier. Get, and then I'm going to get the second. Make sure you add in HTTP. So wait, HTTP. Click on save. Now the next step is feeding this data into AI. And the way we're going to do that is going to click on this plus button, click on Claude. I'm just going to use Claude. Create a prompt, right? Let me fix my recording real quick for you guys. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to move myself here. Boom. So now what are we going to do? I'm going to use Claude Sonnet, max tokens 2090, add message, user, click on text. The text is going to be basically the prompt. And again, we're going to go to 7-figure prompt and we're just going to use the recent achievements prompt. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to go back to my system, paste that in here, and then mentioned, and probably going to use either, like you can use whatever you want, guys. You can use the highlights section or you can use the text. I'm just going to use text now. And then click on this right here. And then I'm going to go to show advanced. You are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant that's reaching out to insurance to insurance companies to founders of insurance companies. And then for the temperature, I'm just going to put 0.9. And I'm going to click on run once. So clean the company name, perform inner search, and then let's give this data to Claude. And then let's look at this. So, okay, so the text is here. So here is the congrats line. Congrats on expanding your insurer offerings across the globe, providing peace of mind to nomads everywhere. That is a really good personalized line. So let's look at the other results that we got. Go to highlights. And then let's see. Maybe we can get better data. If I click on news, Click on save. And then let me look for this. Click on run once. Can feed this into AI. Let's look at this. Okay, I think we have better. Okay. Now it's better. Congrats on offering comprehensive health and travel insurance. Built-in tools simplify global living and working. This is really good. This is really good. The only thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use Claude. Oh, what the hell? I'm using Claude's Opus. So I think the results are going to be better now. Yeah, click save. Just run this again. Congrats on comprehensive insurance coverage, protecting modern nomads globally. That is good. The only thing I would change is the temperature to 0.8. And then I'm not going to feed in the text. I'm feeding in the highlights. And then click on save. And then let's just run this again. Pioneer travel insurance, innovative infrastructure. Okay. The only thing that I don't like here is probably going to be, I'm going to do summarize the most relevant achievements. Okay. So instead of summarize, we're going to do use the most relevant events, achievements mentioned in the 6 to 8 words in a one line max only with a Spartan tone, providing no details, with no additional details. With no additional details. Simplify large numbers, and then put this here. And then I'm just gonna add in congrats on brief mention of achievements. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah. Click save. Click run once. Congrats on Pioneer Travel Insurance for conflict zones, bringing security to those pushing boundaries. Great. Now this is good. Now, what do I want? I want to use this data right here and basically generate a dream email. And then I'm going to do it clicking on this plus and look for set variable. This is my process method. And I'm just going to name this dream email. And then it's going the copy we're going to be using, hey first name, which is hey, the guy here, this person. Hey first name. Where's the first name? Hey first name. And I'm going to add my congrats line. And then I have to write a copy here. Now I'm just going to go to my drive and I'm just going to go to my copies that I have for my community. I'm just going to copy one just because I don't want to come up with a new one now. So my reach, I think it's my reach. Let me check for this one. Recruitment flow, scrape companies, hiring, account manager. And I'm going to say a reason I'm reaching now is I run a sales systems agency. We built a system that can connect you with, so we're connecting them with what? With doctors, right? With healthcare specialists that okay, so reason I'm reaching out is I run a sales agency. We build a system that can connect you with healthcare specialists on a pay performance model. last month we generated over 85K for Vention. So confident we could do the same for, we're going to add in the company name here, the cleaned one for company name. So hey, first name, congrats. Line, reason I'm reaching out is I run a sales agency, and we recently built a system that connects Oh yeah, we have the industry, right? Yeah, okay. Insurance. Okay, so we have the insurance right here. So as you guys can see, there's insurance capitalized. So we're going to use lower companies with healthcare specialists on a pay per performance model. Last month, we've generated over 85K for Vention. So company, we could do the same for you. Is this? Would you be interested? And more. Or I'd love to show you the system. Is this aligned with what you're trying to achieve right now? Thanks for the time. Saad. And then I'm going to add in my famous hints from my iPhone. And then Saad, founder, Maya process. Like a big giant flex here. Click save. And then next thing is I'm going to click on run once again. And we're going to run this and read through this from the beginning. So we have generate line, performance search, blah, blah, blah. And let's read through it. Hey Andrew, congrats on designing travel insurance for conflict zones. Protecting those who venture beyond borders reflects your global outlook. Reason I'm reaching out is I run a sales system agency, and we recently built a system that connects insurance companies with healthcare specialists on a pay-per-performance model. Last month, we generated over 85K for Vention, so confident we could do the same for Nomads. I'd love to show you the system. Is this aligned with what you're trying to achieve right now? Thanks for the time. Reason I'm reaching out is I run a system that connects. We build a system that connects companies, connects industry, so insurance companies we need to have a little bit more personalization, like company name, like Nomads, with healthcare specialists. Put this here, and the only thing I will fix is I'm going to increase a little bit of tokens here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to click on save, and let's run this once again. Click on Dream Email. So, hey Andrew, congrats on creating specialized travel insurance for conflict zone. Protecting those who venture into the unknown is a noble mission. That's a good one. Reason I'm reaching out is I run a sales agency, and we recently built a system that connects insurance companies like Nomads with healthcare specialists on a pay-performance model. Last month, we generated over 85K for Vention, so confident we could do the same for Nomads. I'd love to show you the system. Is this aligned with what you're trying to achieve right now? Thanks for the time, Sash. So this is what I mean by a human email. So companies so I'm going to remove if you guys can see, there's like an extra space. Save. Now I generated my dream email. I'm just going to add this to my Instantly account. Add lead to a campaign. This is the favorite part. My favorite part is adding the lead to a campaign. Finally. Campaign is going to be, so we have so many campaigns here. I'm just going to go to Instantly. I'm going to go to log in. I'm going to log into my account. And then so I'm already logged in, which is awesome. Click on campaigns. I'm going to create a new one. It's going to be probably, insurance. Insurance campaign. Top men. And then I'm going to go back to my system here. And then I'm going to refresh this again. And then I'm going to add in the insurance campaign, which is, I'm going to add in the lead email. Sorry. I'm going to add the lead email, which is the email right here. The first name is going to be first name. Last name, company name is the clean company name. Personalization is the dream email. Click save. Right? Click save again. And then what I'm going to do, this is a pretty lean system, guys. For the Apify, I am just, oh yeah, we forgot something. We need to, an email file there has to have a filter here, only if the email actually exists. So is email found? Click save. And then in terms of get data set items, I'm just going to put in, I'm going to put 20. Click save. Run once. So first one is found. Everything is getting done. Everything is getting done. Second email. All right, let's check if an email finder is going to find the email. Second one couldn't be found. Third email couldn't be found again. So looks like 5. So second email could be found. Performing a research, we add in the lead to instantly. All right, great. Perfect. So if I go back to my instantly here, lead has been added. I go to sequences. All you have to do is put in the variable, which is personalization. Click on preview. And then you're going to have the, we have an issue here. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to have to perform some. So let's stop this. I'm going to have to edit this prompt. Yeah. So I'm just going to have to remove this. Examples will be removed here. And then the only thing you have to remove is this one. So now when AI is going to read through it, it's going to remove that. With no percentages, and click save. So there you go, guys. We just built the system in like 40 minutes. All right, everyone. So hopefully you had value in this video. I'm going to include the free blueprints in the description. So just go ahead and download it, follow along with the video. And yeah, thanks so much for watching again. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Free audio post-production by Alphonic.com. 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 Alphonic.com.